Trigger warning. This episode may contain content that is troubling to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Luke's like, yeah, bro, some guy was trying to twerk on me, bro, and like,
Some guy.
hella like,
Yo, that was super unexpected for some reason.
the whole scene's all fucked up right now. Like TikTok fucked up the scene, you know, and that's why they say P.L.U.R is dying, you know, like P.L.U.R, peace, love, unity, respect.
Yeah.
The thing is, they say it's dying. He told me this. He was like, you're not gonna be anything but an opener if you don't make your own music. Growing up, you know, maturing, you know, you realize like fucking, I don't need to do that. You know, I don't need to fucking like belittle someone or like EDM and like the culture of that really opened my eyes. And like, that's when I feel like I stopped like really like looking for like trouble and like started like looking towards love, I guess, and like rather than like anger and hate, you know.
One question I'm always interested in for everybody is like, do you have any like current passions or hobbies or like anything that you're like really interested into other than like obviously the DJ stuff, but like any like smaller niche?
I'm really into like theater and like acting.
Really? Like you actually acting?
So I used to, in high school, I used to be in theater. I picked it up sophomore year, and just like I really had a problem with like public speaking. Like all those presentations in school, bro, like I was just like, I could not do it. Like I would feel hella anxious, and like I would always like fumble my words, you know, and like hella stutter. So I was like, how do I get over this, you know? And like I pretty much was just like, why don't I just try acting, you know? Like if I can do a play, you know, in front of like hella people, then I can do a presentation in front of like 20 people, right? So that's how I kind of got over the hump, was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start acting. So I did that, and then senior year I got into like advanced, you know, acting, you know, whatever. It was hella cool. My teacher was hella dope, and like I just started doing monologues and everything, and like I just really like I find joy like in like the arts, I guess, of the theater, you know, like the live performance. It's one thing to watch a movie, but like watching like a live performance, like a play,
it's different,
it's different, you know, and it's like a musical or something, right? There's like so little like this, like I don't know if you watch like musicals or anything.
I enjoy musicals. Maybe not as much as some other people like really get into musicals, but for the ones that I've watched, I've enjoyed them. I mean, Hamilton obviously is like the biggest one for me personally. Like I really enjoy Hamilton a lot, but.
Yeah, Hamilton's just
that's
a masterpiece, bro.
We
just watched me and Cass with my mom. We actually just watched the Book of Mormon, bro.
Oh,
you ever heard about that?
I've heard of it. Is it actually about Mormons?
It's a play written by the people that created South Park.
Oh,
or a musical.
Okay,
so it's like it's super funny, dude. Just like a bunch of jokes and like just like all this like just crazy stuff about Mormons. Like it's like I had Mormon friends, you know, in high school. And they said like this is like one of their favorite musicals.
Damn.
And it's pretty accurate.
That's actually
And I was
funny.
like, damn, that's crazy. So you should like, I don't know if you listen to the soundtrack, you should listen to it. It's pretty funny.
No, I haven't.
It's pretty funny, bro. And then like if you can watch it somewhere online, 100% watch it. I watched it live, bro, in San Jose. Man, that shit was so funny.
That's actually super funny. I'll check it out for sure, because I mean I don't really have a lot of Mormon friends, I would say, but because Daph is like Hawaiian and I had like a lot of poly friends in college and stuff, I don't know what it is about Polynesians, like poly people. There's a lot of poly Mormons. so like bro, there's a hella poly Mormons like in Utah, BYU. Bro, it's like a bunch of people from Hawaii and like and then you get like a bunch of Samoans and stuff like that. Like
I would have never guessed.
I have no idea what it is, but there's a bunch of Mormons that are poly. But the thing that's tough is that we talked about it before. Like Daph, she doesn't really like watching musicals. Like she's not a big fan. Like I've tried to get her to watch Hamilton like a bajillion times. She always falls asleep.
We're just gonna drag her out.
Yeah, I know.
We'll do a double date, you know, because me and Cass, we love musicals, right?
I know.
We'll just
we just gotta overwhelm her. We gotta overwhelm her with the musicalness.
We'll mislead her, be like, we're going out just for a restaurant, just a restaurant, you know. Take her to a musical. There you go.
We'll cut this part out so she doesn't know.
Okay.
But dude, I don't know. Like she doesn't really enjoy it, so. Like I would feel slightly weird watching a musical just by myself. Like I feel like musicals are more of like a group activity or like a partner activity. But
100%.
But
it's like especially like intermission. Like you know you want to talk about it. Yeah. Like I know definitely at the most recent ones we saw. You know I'm always looking at Cass. I'm like, like, did you like this? Like, what'd you think about that?
Yeah.
100% a group activity. But no, man. acting is one of like
That's
funny.
hella, that's
Acting-
funny because I for some reason I would have never like pegged you as that, like somebody who likes theater and
No,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
dude, I was Cass bullies
Yeah.
me today, bro. She's like, "Hey, you're a theater kid," and I was like, "Yeah, I was. I say it with pride, bro." Because like, bro, when I got into acting, bro, like I literally like just jumped in, and then like, I think why my teacher liked me so much was just because I was so like eccentric or like very outgoing.
Yeah.
And I just brought like a lot of like energy on stage, and I had no like acting lessons or anything like that, right? And I felt like other like dudes in the class were just like hella jealous.
Yeah.
And like just give me like the side eye, like they've been
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like I don't know why you're mad at me, bro. Like
Yeah.
you've been practicing for your
Get
whole
good.
fucking life. And you're not even good,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know what to say, but no, they were haters, bro. Like so, I don't know. It was cool just getting into that hobby and just like breaking me out of my shell.
That's dope.
And then like in college, I did a little bit of it too. I did since I was in advanced, they bumped me to intermediate and community college. And then I got cool with my professor there. She's hella dope. Shout out Beth, bro. Beth's dope. She literally taught me how to act. So Beth, she taught me like different methods of acting, and like the one I would use, it's not. She advised me not to use it. It's called the moment before.
Yeah.
The moment before basically is this, right? You're gonna go on stage, you do your scene, right? You basically just like lock in, close your eyes, and you kind of like create a like scenario like with your personality. Like for example, like if it's you're doing like if I was gonna do Hamilton, right? And I'm gonna go on stage with Aaron Burr, right? I would just be like in my head, like, okay, like Aaron Burr, fuck this guy, bro. Like he's just like all on my ass trying to like fuck with me, like build hella like
Basically,
energy.
like make that character your own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would take that shit to the next level. Like my professor told me not to do this, but it's the only thing that worked for me. Like I would like what I would do. I would use Cass a lot in my like personal things.
Yeah.
Like some dude like just beat up Cass or some shit,
yeah.
or like someone just kidnapped her. Like I would take it to the most fucked up shit. But it was the only thing that worked for me.
Yeah.
And my
yeah.
professor, she was like, "That was really good, but you're gonna go crazy."
Yeah.
Because like how like Heath Ledger, bro.
Yeah.
For the Joker, like he locked himself in his like
Yeah.
hotel room for like months, or like
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but he went crazy like
Yeah.
just to be the Joker, you know. And that's what my professor was telling me. She was like, you don't want to
happens, yeah.
like people fucking go insane,
Yeah.
like so you got to be careful when you're doing that. I'm glad I'm not a full-time actor, bro, because like I would definitely take that shit to like the next level. Haven't acted since, like I would totally love to do it. Like definitely DJing is the priority, like the priority.
Yeah.
But I would love to do like a cameo or something,
Okay.
like something like that.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Because it's like, dude, that like, man, just like, I don't know, performing for me, just like, it just gives me like, I don't know, bro, such a rush, man. Like, like even like with like DJing, obviously that gives me that like, that energy that I want when I'm like, doing my thing, make the crowd go crazy. Even though, but if I did like a scene, bro, like when I was acting in high school, bro, and I nailed that shit, like there's the one play I did in high school was called Stage Door. I was the lead in that. And I had one scene, bro, where it was literally like it was me and my partner on stage. She had like 2 lines maybe. And then the rest were like 10 pages of me.
So it's just
speaking.
like a monologue then.
Whole monologue,
Yeah.
bro. And I had to like memorize that. Like it was so tough, bro.
I'd be a terrible actor, bro. I can't remember anything.
Dude, it was, I don't even know how I did it, bro. Like I like hella forced myself, and like I was usually the chill one in class.
Yeah.
But then like when I knew I had to like memorize that like scene, like I did not want anyone to like talk to me. Like people were trying to be like, "Hey, what's up, Kyle?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, not today. Like, let me, I'm gonna just do my shit. Like,
Bro,
let me
like put his hood on, his
let me
headphones
bro,
on,
let me
like
go-
get ready for the.
Bro, I would like go to like like the backstage, like whatever, the theater, and just tell my teacher like, "Hey, tell no one to bother me. Like I just need to like do my shit." Like
That is dumb funny, bro.
but no, but it was like when I would do that scene, and like word for word, everything was right, all the blocking's right, everything's all good, and like the end, you hear the applaud, like everyone going crazy, like that just gives
it's a
you like,
different
such a
feeling.
good feeling,
Yeah,
dude.
hell yeah.
And then I think that's
Definitely.
why like it prefaced me being a DJ. Like I wanted
getting that like that cheering, the audience,
feeling,
yeah.
man. And like I always like that anxious feeling you get, like that never goes away. Like it definitely didn't go away when I was acting, and it still doesn't go away until I'm DJing, But like I feel like since I acted, it kind of helped me learn to love that feeling of like that anxiousness, And I don't know, just like literally even like last weekend set, bro, like I was so fucking nervous, like building up 5 minutes, 3 minutes, gotta play in.
Yeah.
It's not till after I'm mixing that first song that I'm just like, all right, I'm chilling now, just like when just on stage too, when I was acting. As soon as I get like that first line down, oh, chilling.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, man, like that's that's one little tidbit about me acting.
That's hella dope. And that's funny that you talk about that feeling of like nervousness because like it happens when you're acting, it happens when you're about to put on a set, when you do your DJ stuff. And then even for me, like when I'm on stage or when I'm gonna do like on the other side of the world, like with worship and stuff like that on stage, like I still get nervous. And I've been doing this since I was a sophomore in high school, bro. So that's like how many years? I don't know, like 8 years or something like that. Something like that, bro. Yeah, because senior high school, right? So then sophomore in high school, so junior, senior year, and then all 4 years of college, and then I've been graduated since 21. So
wait, are you class of 17 or 18?
High school? Yeah. 17.
Okay, so you're a year older than me. Oh, damn. So then I'm like, what, 7? I don't know. What's the math? It's almost a decade. That's all I know.
That you've been doing your DJ stuff?
No, that it's like that we've been like
in high school.
In high school. Man,
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So my sophomore year in high school was 8 years ago, pushing 9, and I've been on stage doing worship since then, and still to this day, it's still the same people. It's not like any new people that I'm like you know playing in front of and stuff like that. And if anything, I've gotten better. You know, so you would 100%. Think like, oh, it goes away, but it doesn't. You know, that feeling of nervousness goes away. And it's funny that you talk about that happens for you because it happens for me too. And I think why a lot of people seek that feeling and the power behind that feeling is because you know that there's something like amazing on the other side of that. You know what I mean? Dude, 100%. Like if you're able to conquer that, if you're able to like push past it and execute in the way that you want to or you need to, once you get past that, at the end it's like, dang, like I was able to do that, get past that, like it's hella dope.
Gets you all hyped up.
Yeah, for sure, for
feeling,
sure.
Bro. I'm always
That's
chasing
dope.
that feeling, man.
Yeah, that's dope. All right, so I know we like talked a lot about that. Actually, that question is usually like my burner question, like to get us like warmed up and stuff. But you definitely got pretty deep, which is exciting for the rest of the conversation. But
hell yeah.
So I kind of wanted to get into you, and again, like we're gonna talk a lot about your story and stuff like that. So I'm interested in your beginning, like whatever interesting points that you think is important to your story. So maybe like where did you grow up, your family dynamic, all that stuff.
So yeah, I was born in Fremont, California, raised in San Leandro. I have two older brothers, so I'm the youngest.
Yeah,
I'm the youngest, bro. I'm the bunso, that's what they say. You know.
Yeah.
But mom and pops, they're cool, they're chilling. Like my dad actually used to be a DJ, so I think that's what like, I don't know what happened. Like it was funny because me and my brothers we tried to be rappers.
Yeah.
Like, we tried to be rappers, and like I don't know, my dad was just like, since he used to DJ. It's funny too because he actually sold once. So okay, when I was born, we moved into a house in San Leandro. That's what the house I was raised in. My dad tells me that like the story that we didn't have furniture, and I didn't have a crib or whatever. So he actually had to sell his turntables and all his records to buy like furniture for for us and for me, right?
Bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about it today.
Sacrifice, bro.
I'm like, damn, would I sell my turntable?
I know.
I don't know if I could do that.
I know, damn,
Sleep
that's
on the
crazy,
floor.
bro. Sell your turntables for your kid, bro.
Right?
Damn.
And I always make this joke. I'm like to my dad. I'm just like, hey, see, like you gave up DJing to give it to me, like in a way. I think it's kind of cool, in a way. I never thought I was gonna be a DJ or like do this. Like I knew I wanted to be an entertainer or like work in music. But Kyree like kind of started like I would say sophomore year going into junior year of high school. So I would jokingly like freestyle with the with the boys, just throw on a beat, and start freestyling.
A bunch of a lot of guys do that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Like so that's how I like started, just like freestyle like da 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 da. I never like really released anything. I just like did it, and then like I got the name Kyree because I played basketball a lot, and I would play with my older brothers, and their friends. And like me being, like a freshman, sophomore, a smaller kid, playing with these big ass dudes, I was quick and shifty, so I would always play point guard. Yeah. And then there was one time when we were like playing at like the rec, and they were like, hey, let's run fives, and it's good. So these guys, dude, like fucking. The smallest guy was like 6'3".
Damn.
Right? And I had to guard him.
And then in Filipino language is 6'3". That's like 7'4".
Oh, you're like Yao Ming, bro. You're Yao Ming in that bitch. Yeah. But no, yeah. So I had to guard the smallest dude, 6'3". And I remember like, you know, hitting like some move on him, right? Like just pulling up on the court. I think it was like, you know, between the legs, behind the back or whatever, like a step back. But I made him fall.
Damn.
Made him fall. And then I hit a 3. And then everyone was like, "Oh, Kyree, like Kyrie Irving."
Yeah.
So they're like, "Kyree." Well, they just shouting that stuff. And then I remember like, you know, coming back, like everyone would just call me Kyree. Like all my brother's friends would call me Kyree. I spelled it differently though, you know, Kyree.
Yeah.
Because so you know how Filipinos have 2 first names. So my 2 first names, Kyle Eric.
Oh,
and then
okay.
last name Estabillo.
That's actually hella dope.
Yeah, so it's like KY, you know, R, and then E for Eric, Estabillo.
Yeah.
So that's the Kyree.
Yeah.
I changed the I to E. Plus it looks cooler in my opinion, you know,
dope.
2 E's.
Yeah, plus, I mean, that has way more meaning too, like when people explain it.
No, yeah, 100%.
Or when you explain it, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, that's how I got the name Kyree. And, like, anyways, that was a long preface for the rapping. But anyways, so I started rapping, right?
Okay.
Just freestyling, didn't record nothing. There was this girl in high school that like liked me, and like I don't know, like I just like wasn't really fucking with it. But I kind of like ghosted her, and it was like the weekend like of like my birthday, like it was like sophomore year, junior year, whatever it was. I was throwing a party, and like I wake up, you know, to this text, and they're like, my homies are like, "Yo, like they dropped a diss track on you."
Damn.
I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, I don't say her name, but they dropped a diss track on you. And I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? They sent me on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
They used 2 Chainz, Watch Out Little Bitch. You know? And then they were just talking shit about me.
Damn.
And I was just like, damn, on my birthday? Like, what the fuck?
Damn, on your birthday? Well, she was, cause she was your ex, or?
Nah, not even that, bro. Just
or
like,
she was just a girl you like
just
was
ghosted.
talking to?
Yeah.
Or you ghosted?
I guess though, I don't even know, like, high school so long ago, bro, but like, it was bad terms. It was just know that. It was bad terms. And, so I had my friend, I'm like, damn, like, they really did this shit. Like, what are we gonna do, right? My homie that rapped, he was like, hey, we're gonna fire back. And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. So we get in the studio, which is our phones in a car.
Yeah, the studio.
So we get in the studio, and then, you know, we start recording. And we're trying to find like a beat, you know? And my friend that was rapping, you know, he had connections too. An old rapper friend, or my brother's friend who used to be a rapper, his name was Danny Ray. Shout out Danny Ray, bro. He was like, you know, it's gonna be hard, bro, if you use the same beat and make it like better, because all they did was like like, I don't know, they just did it all on a phone with the beat in the background.
That was like there was another phone playing the beat.
Exactly.
Recording.
So it's all janky. So
yeah.
he was like, no, we can actually like, you know, make this shit sound official, you know, just like actually put it in,
mix
you know,
it,
like
put it in GarageBand type.
Exactly, GarageBand type shit. So that's what we did, and we sent it back. You know, we sent it out. We dropped it. It was called "Calm Before the Storm." Use the same beat, bro. I have the file somewhere. I'll show you. I'll show you later.
Yeah.
I have the file somewhere. But no, yeah, bro. It's funny because we dropped it on like Saturday or something, you know. And then Sunday, fucking, you look at the plays on SoundCloud, like 2,000 plays.
Damn.
You know? next, like later in the day, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. It ended up reaching like 10K.
Damn, that's crazy.
Come to school on Monday, bro. Everyone was like, Kyree, bro. Like, that track was fucking sick, bro. Like, da-da-da-da. Everyone's all dapping me up. I'm a sophomore, right? Yeah. All these seniors coming at me like, yo, like, that's fucking dope. Like, da-da-da-da. We went viral in our high school, bro.
That's crazy.
And I was just like, what the fuck just happened, right? Yeah. And then I looked at my boy at the time. I was like, hey, should I just keep rapping? And he was like, fuck it, yeah, just keep rapping. So I started rapping more. I ended up making an album with my friend Maya. Shout out Maya to Lose, bro. It's my sister, bro. Fuck with you. She's a dope singer, and like she kind of put all the tracks together, and I would just rap over them. You can find that album on fucking SoundCloud. It's called Somber Not Sober.
Okay.
Somber Not Sober is the album. Yeah, it's on SoundCloud. I always get embarrassed when I like listen back to it. Cass like would always tease me and just be like, you know, play it again. I'm just like, nah.
Play it and like reiterate the lyrics to you.
Exactly, right? I'm just like, damn, like this is an old me. But no, yeah. So that's how like I got into Kyree, you know, starting to like rapping. After I dropped that album, I was just like listening back to it. I'm just like, damn, like I didn't really have the voice to rap, you know? Like, I definitely wanted to be, you know, in music. So I ended up just writing, you know, hooks for my friends and just like, you know, verses for people. And just like, I don't know, I wanted to be in music, right? So I was trying to like find everything that I could do, right? So that's, I went into musicals, right?
Yeah,
went into acting.
Oh, yeah.
So I did that for a second.
That's the end of your high school, like beginning of college-ish area?
Yeah. And then like, and then the DJing happened when I went to my first rave. You know, and I told you about this story. I basically never listened to EDM in my life, bro.
Yeah.
Never did. And I hated it. I hated that shit, bro. I was like, that shit's so whack. I'm not gonna, like, it's basically computer noises, right? Like, whatever. Like, some dumb shit. Homie, but now I like it today. You know, like, it was crazy today.
Like, hey.
No, but basically, like, the homie buys me a ticket, you know, to a rave. He's like, you know, just go. Just do it. All right. I'm like, all right, okay. So we get there, bro, and I'm just like, okay, like, it's exactly what you know, expect, you know, people just getting lit or whatever. But the thing with, like, you know, the rave culture and, like, you know, like, P.L.U.R stands for, like, peace, love, unity, respect. That's a big thing in, like, the EDM community. Everyone's hella friendly. So it's like, if it's your first rave, they want to take care of you. Like these strangers, you know, they'll be like, oh, like, try, like, do this, like, try this, you know, like, just like they'll put you on like just like different like tricks and like things, you know, you learn about raves and everything, you know, about the culture, and it's like really, it's really dope. Like, everyone's super nice. And I just remember, like, you know, just like, I was 17 at the time, and I was on underage drinking. Sorry, mom and dad, but I was getting a little too woozy over there, you know. And I was just eventually like, later throughout the night, I was just like, yo, this is fucking dope. And you know, I look at my friend at the end of the rave. I'm like, hey, let's go to the next one. Like, when's the next one? Let's do it.
So all it took was the one for you, and you were like,
I was hooked,
all right,
bro.
you're good.
I was hooked, man. And like, it was like literally by my third rave where I was like, okay, like, how can I, you know, do this for the rest of my life? So and then like my friend was like, oh, you should just try DJing, bro, you know, just like make mixes. And I like started making mixes like throughout like literally Audacity, bro. And like I wouldn't release these. I would just like, they were for myself, because like if you look up any EDM song, bro, like there's no lyrics in that, right? So if you're trying to find a song, bro, like it's annoying that you have to like shuffle through it. Yeah,
except for like that one line that's in there like right before the beat drops.
Exactly. And then like sometimes it's not even named that. And you're like, what the fuck is it not called? Named that. So I ended up like making mixes because I was tired of shuffling through songs. Yeah. So I found the songs that I like, and I would just make mixes for myself. And then before the raves, you know, like my homies would be like, yo, like, play that mix you made, you know, and we'll play it to pregame, you know, whatever. And then, you know, they were just like, yo, like, you're actually like really good. Like, you should like think about like, you know, getting tables and like investing in it. I never really thought about it, but then like basically my pops ended up getting some controllers, you know, turntables. And he got it like when I came back from the Philippines, so I was hella jet lagged. Yeah. And like I just was like, all right, I can't sleep. I'm gonna learn how to do this. Full 8 hours, bro. It was like probably like 1 a.m. and then I woke up at like, or I looked up and it was like 9 a.m. after. That's or something. Crazy. I watched hella YouTube and I had to like DJ, bro, and just like got into it like that, and then kind of just took off from there, man. You know, played a bunch of like frat parties, you know, back in the Bay, a couple bars up there, and then I didn't start playing real clubs till I moved down to LA. And it was just something I never thought I could do, you know? I was just like, damn, it's like it's so surreal. I was just talking about this the other night too. I never really planned for it to get this far. Yeah. You know, I started off as just a hobby and just like making it for myself, right? And I guess like that goes for like anyone that's like really trying, you know? Like if you want to get into DJing, bro, like anyone, you know, like get into a passion, whatever the fuck it is, right? Like just try it, you know, because you never know where it's going to go. And then just eventually like it all just, I don't know, just makes sense in the end. You know, it's like, I don't want to sound corny, but you know, shit happens for a reason, right? And it's like, it's insane. Like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't have thought, bro. I would not have thought. That's crazy. Yeah,
damn. Shout out to that girl that made a diss track about you because...
Right? That's how it started.
Bro. Damn. Because if it wasn't for that girl, you would have never rapped and you would have never got like...
That's so true, bro.
Shout out to her, bro.
No, You know what's funny? Because, dude, when I had it released, you know, like years later, she was like, hey, can you take it down? I'm like, yeah, I'll take it down. So I took it down. But no,
it's okay. It served its purpose.
That track made fucking Kyree. Like, she made Kyree, so...
Damn! Shout out to her, whoever she is out there in the world.
That's hella funny.
That's hella funny, bro. So you said that you grew up where again?
San Leandro. It's like right under Oakland.
Okay, so you grew up in the Bay Area, and would you say that had an influence in your like development as like someone who likes music or being a DJ and stuff like that? Like, How did
100%.
that?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Definitely moving from the Bay to LA, you know, I definitely started taking more pride in the Bay once I moved down here because I don't know, like I just like, you know, when you're from like because I'm a really big Warriors fan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So when being in the Bay Area, everyone's a fucking Warriors fan.
Of course.
So it's like, you know, it's like, oh, we're chilling. So I go back to LA, you know, I moved down to LA. And I have that same energy.
I was like, F the Warriors,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, wait, what? Like, no, that's my hometown. Like, don't be like,
but the Warriors.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's why I bought all the jerseys, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I bought, like, literally, like, I'm literally rocking, like, you know, all, like, SF stuff.
Yeah.
Bay Area things. So it definitely has influenced, like, me a lot, bro. Like, I always take pride in the Bay, man. And, like, I know the EDM scene isn't as big as it is down
Over
here,
yeah.
you know? And I don't know, I'm like, because I consider LA my second home, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll never trash talk LA, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'll trash talk the Lakers though. Lakers or Clippers, I'll trash.
Whoa.
But no, yeah, I would never like roast, you know, like LA, bro, because you know I moved down here for a reason. I like the city, you know, it's all dope. Just like ever since I was a kid, bro, I always want to move down here. But I always my mom always tells me to never forget where you're from, you know, like, you know, she gets pissed when I rock like a Dodgers hat or something. And she gets so mad.
Yeah.
And like when I rock like a Lakers jersey too, you know, like honestly, any jersey.
I can't even believe you put a Lakers jersey on.
Because I'm a basketball fan, you know, like, you know, basketball fan. But my mom's is like, you know, like, don't be, if you wear that shit back here, like it's all bad. Like, damn.
Yeah, you're just a fan of the sport, man. Sometimes, you know, you just want a good game.
Exactly, dude.
I feel it. You said that LA is kind of like your second home, you know, but you still obviously you love the Bay. So my question for you, because I also had somebody on here who literally did the same exact thing as you. Like they grew up in the Bay Area, they love the Bay Area, but then they moved down to Long Beach, and now they've been living in Long Beach for I think she's been living for like 10 years or something like that. Damn. Yeah. So I asked her basically this question of like, if you were to raise your family, where would you want to raise your family? Like, what place do you think is better for you?
Me and Cass have talked about this.
Yeah.
We're back in the Bay.
It would be in the Bay?
It'd be in the Bay.
Yeah.
I would want them to be really... Well, first, they're going to be fucking Warriors fans. They're not going to be fucking no other fucking fan. You feel me? Like, this is going to cause real fun. But, no, yeah, so our thing was we want our kids to be close to, you know, their grandparents.
Yeah, family.
But something with Cass, you know, but she told me she envies me for is I get to, like, my grandparents now they live in Vegas, but growing up they lived in Fremont and they're like just 20-30 minutes away from my parents' house. So whenever my parents had to go to work, they'd drop me off with my grandparents. And you know, I feel so close to them, you know, Mama and Papa, like I love them. We're trying to get you and Daff out to Vegas actually, so you can meet Mama and Papa.
Damn, that's crazy.
So next, like anytime you want to go to Vegas, bro, you gotta meet my grandparents. They're hella dope.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Cass, you know, like when Cass got introduced to my family, you know, met my grandparents and all, they loved her, you know, Cass loved like how they treated, you know, us and everything. Because Cass's grandparents are on the East Coast.
Oh, damn.
So, like, she rarely sees them, right? And, like, it's really only on her mom's side because I think her dad's parents passed away or something. So, she never really got to meet them. So, whenever she sees, you know, like, my grandparents, you know, she's like, oh, like, I want, you know, our kids to be close, you know, to their grandparents. Yeah. Just like that. So, that's a big thing for us. And like, another thing, too, we're going to be moving back to the Bay next year, actually.
Damn.
Another thing is Cass's niece, well, my niece too. We want to be close to her. You know, I don't want to be like the uncle that's like that you don't really know, because you know you got uncles that are like, oh, like I used to watch you.
You only see them on Thanksgiving,
right?
Or on the holidays.
Exactly.
It's
like
oh.
I don't want to be like that, you know. So I want to be like the cool, like kind of uncle, you know, that just sits in the corner, you know, calls them over, give them like $20, you know, like some shit like that, you know. Just be the cool uncle. That's another reason why we want to move back. Plus my manager, so. There's a big thing too, because like there's a part of me that still doesn't want to leave LA, you know, like I feel like my time's not here, is not done. Man.
LA is a hard city to leave, bro.
Bro, man, it's a definitely, I don't know what it is, man. Like I won't say like I hate being in the Bay, but I don't know, it's just like I like being, I don't know. The new environment definitely helps my mental.
Yeah, I feel
you know,
it.
Like when I go back home and I like, you know, I see like streets where I grew up on, things places I used to go all the time with my boys or whatever. It's like, oh, I've seen this before, I want to see something new, so it's like, it's cool that I'm down here now experiencing that.
Yeah. So would you say that you have like a pretty strong fan base here in LA? Like, do you think you have like a lot of people who specifically come out to your shows because it's you?
I would think so. Honestly, yeah, I think most of my fan base is down in LA. Yeah. Because, back home, it's all the homies.
Yeah, because you've been doing all your shows down here for how many years already?
Yeah. Right, yeah, like, 3+ years. And, like, it's new people, that, like, I meet down here, which is dope, like, and it's unbiased, because, like, back home, I play a show, all my boys, and be like, that show was fire,
whatever. Come on, you can be honest with me, bro.
Honest, like tell me the truth, bro. Come on, like, don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
But no, it's dope, playing down here and hearing just random people just tell me, like, oh, that shit was dope, bro. Like, good shit, because it's unbiased,
Yeah, because that, like, for the most part, they're telling the truth, because why would they lie to you? They have no,
Exactly, right? Yeah. No, yeah. But, no, yeah, so I guess most of my fan base is down in LA, based off, like, my, like, SoundCloud, Spotify streams, too. It's all, like, all pretty much LA. And then back in the Bay, too.
Does that, I'm not trying to like worry you or scare you at all, but I'm just trying to get inside your head. Like, does that worry you? Like, when you think about moving back to the Bay, like how you feel like that might affect your, your shows, your, that kind of stuff, like your fan base?
I think not really. I think a big problem in my career right now, in my music career, and this is what my manager was telling me along with some of my friends, is I need to focus more on like the aspect of getting my music out to different like people, so like not so DJing live shows, because like my manager brought up a good point last week when I was talking to him. He was like, anytime you throw a show, bro, everyone's gonna fuck with you, all your boys are gonna fuck with you, but you gotta target the random people, so it's like, making songs and like marketing that, getting it out to a wider audience, right? People that hear that, and then they're gonna be like, oh, like random people want to see your stuff, So I think definitely that's the goal when I move back up to the Bay, is I'm just gonna focus more so on that. Because with the live show aspect, bro, like I moved down here just to get more experience playing live shows. I feel like I played like quite a few now, like more than a handful maybe.
Yeah.
But I feel like my resume is like pretty good now for live shows, and now I gotta like focus more so on the production of like music side of it now. So I guess to answer your question, no,
yeah.
But no, yeah, not
so
really.
Not too much. That's good. Yeah. That's good, because like I said, like I feel like that's a big shift for you guys, and even like you said, it changes your mental. It kind of like makes you think and act in a different way when you're in a different environment. So that's good. Yeah. So you said you've done like a good amount of shows here, and you said that you started going on raves really early on. So what is like, I mean, I would imagine that you being at the top of like the club or whatever you're DJing, or you can see everything, and there's like probably some crazy stuff, some crazy stories that go on. So that is kind of like my question. What is like some of the craziest stories or things you've seen, or however, during your time being a DJ?
I think the craziest thing so far is Kalista and Mikey actually went to this show.
Oh yeah, in NorCal.
It was in Orange County, OC. So it was when they were still down here at Azusa, I think. But it was one of my like first shows, and like actual like real ones, at a club.
Yeah.
And it was Mikey and Kalista that came, and then our boy, my boy Luke and his girl Yasmin. And Cass and all their friends came.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was on at like probably like 11 or whatever. And it was a back 3-back, so it was 2 other DJs and me. So we had that slot just playing. I see like from my view, I see Kalista, Cass, all them right here.
They're like fairly in the front.
In the front,
right?
on the right side. If you're looking at the stage, I guess the left. But I see them. I'm always looking over, pointing them when I drop a song. I'm just doing my thing, bro, and I look up and I see someone getting carried out, like from that area, and I'm like
on a stretcher, or
just like by security, like they're like, they grabbed this motherfucker, and I'm just like, huh? And then like I see like Luke, right, like all mad and whatever, and Mikey's there, all mad, and I'm like, I'm gonna talk to them after this. Like, what the fuck happened, right? Anyways, I look up and they're gone. They're not there anymore. And I'm just like, oh, fuck it. Okay, I'm just gonna do my shit. After the set, I go back and they're like, Luke's like, yeah, bro, some guy was trying to twerk on me, bro, and like,
some guy.
Hella like,
yo, that was super unexpected for some reason.
He's like, yeah, some guy was trying to twerk on me, bro, and then he was like hella pushing up on Luke, so Mikey hella pushed him and whatever, and like, Yasmin hella like went up to the security guard and was like, yeah, this guy's like pushing like my boyfriend, like da 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 da, and just picked him up and dragged him out, bro. Like, she was crazy. It was funny because I was just like, what the fuck was going on over there? But I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the craziest thing. Like, it's not too bad of a story of like what other DJs have probably experienced. Yeah. It's the craziest what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, you definitely. It's definitely a worry when you see like people drop down. You know, because you know, honestly, at raves, bro, like people are fucked up on drugs and like you know they're like getting hella drunk, right? Yeah. So they might be dehydrated. So it's scary, like when you see like you know people circling around this one person, you know, hoping they're okay. Yeah. That's pretty common, which is scary. So that's pretty crazy. You see that.
That's another thing I'm interested in too. Like, how is it? Because you're talking about that was from your perspective as a DJ, right? What about you attending raves and being part of raves? Does that change kind of like what you've seen and stuff?
Like when I would go, because our last rave was like 2019, so it's been a minute since we last went. I think like going as an attendee, definitely like it is a worry, and especially now since the scene is so different, bro. It's so like the scene has changed so much since 2019, bro, and I hate it, bro. Like it's like people like they're not going for the music anymore, you know. It's like they're just going to get fucked up and like, you know, like hit on girls and shit and like fucking I don't know, just the whole scene's all fucked up right now. Like TikTok fucked up the scene, bro.
Yeah, you think?
It hella fucked up the scene, and it brought in the wrong crowd, you know, and that's why they say P.L.U.R is dying. You know, like P.L.U.R, peace, love, unity, respect. The thing is, they say it's dying because you know, people just I don't know that I feel like TikTok just fucked it up. Like, it brought in more people, but it brought in the wrong
type of people. Yeah.
So like, I don't know, going in as an attendee, man, like it's definitely I assume. Well, I've heard it's not the same as what it used to be, which is fucking sad, bro. And that's why I prefer
just holding your own stuff,
just being a DJ, you know, rather than going as an attendee now, because like. Like fuck as corny as it is, I want to save P.L.U.R as many as the millions fucking DJs I want to save P.L.U.R, right? But like I don't know, man. It's fucked. It's fucked up, man. It's pretty bad.
Why would you say that it's different?
It's like
explain to somebody who doesn't know what it was like before to what it is now. Like
I think put it like this, right? So the first concert I ever been to was a rave, right? I never really went to like any like hip-hop concerts or anything like that, right? Yeah. I've been to probably like 5, 6, 7 raves before I went to my first like hip-hop concert. All like 6 or 7 of those raves, I've never seen a fight. Never. Yeah. First concert I go to, YG, 2 fights break out that night, bro.
It's a YG concert.
That's what I'm saying, right? And then it's like another thing too is like we saw Khalid, right? Yeah. Hella people passing out. Damn. Like you go to a rave, bro, like you'll see 1 or 2 people, right? At this Khalid like concert, bro, everyone was dropping like flies all around me. Why? Like I feel like they were just like inexperienced and like didn't know really like how to handle like crowds.
Was it so you were on the floor for the Khalid concert?
Yeah, we were on the floor, and I like, you know, me knowing like how to be safe at a rave, right? You need to, you know, be hydrated all the time, you know, like don't wear too like heavy clothes that are gonna make you hot and shit. Yeah. Because everyone would just go to that Khalid concert just fitted like in with
like layers, jackets. Like mad layers and stuff like that. And,
right. Yeah. And it's like they're all passing out because it's hella hot and shit, right?
So like nobody brings water bottles and stuff like that.
So I brought hella water bottles, right?
I know that people at raves be bringing like Camelback stuff. Yeah.
So I brought hella waters, and like, you know, I started handing out to people, like random people. I'm like, hey, you're good, like you like at the Khalid concert, right? And then everyone's just like, oh, this guy's really cool. Like I fuck with this guy, right? Yeah. And I'm just like, it's just common courtesy. I'm just an average guy, like. Right? I just like comment, like if you see someone fucking that needs water, I'm gonna give them water, right? So yeah, basically. Going back to that, right? Like raves, right? Like it's most of the time, it's not as bad as like a concert. From what, this is just my experience. Your own too.
Personal, yeah.
Other people may like think otherwise, but this is what just I've seen. So what I hear about today, bro, is like because I haven't been to one since 2019, bro. Pickpocketers everywhere. Yeah, everyone's stealing phones and stuff. Yeah. everyone's getting like there's all these like sexual assault stories, you know, that like people are just like, you know, touching girls randomly, you know,
crazy,
or
bro.
like just like grasping girls or whatever, right? And it's just like it's ugly, you know. And like people like will just or getting too fucked up on drugs, right? And it's like it's common. That's very common now because people just do that, and it's like okay, like back then when I went raving, you know, it's like it wasn't like that, you know, like people. It was, I guess, more contained. I don't know the word. It was more, I don't know. Yeah, contained, I guess. That's the word. Fucking.
I mean, more just, I don't know, from
Controlled.
what it sounds. Yeah,
Controlled.
there you go. That's a good word.
Control is the word. Yeah, like, I don't know. Again, like me and Casper were just talking about this too. We want to go to one. We just want to go to one today to see how it is.
See what it's like.
See what it's like.
Hell no.
Just see what it's like.
Go,
you know?
Just go and be like, oh, this is so different.
Never mind. Going back.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Pretty much that's it, man. Like just from what I've seen from I guess 2017 to today, it's not as loving anymore. It's very different now. And especially, you know, even with DJing too, man. I feel like because it's very, you know, and once I figure this out, it's game over. But blowing up on TikTok as a DJ, like, these DJs on TikTok, bro, that are getting booked for these shows, bro, like, they have such a big fucking ego. I'm not gonna name drop, bro. There's one guy.
Damn.
He's a fucking big fucking ego, bro.
Damn.
And like he's getting booked for shows because, you know, he made it on TikTok. You know, good job, you figured out the algorithm, right? But like, I don't know, like, you can't really have a fucking ego as a DJ, bro, if like you're not making your own music. Like this fool doesn't make his own music, bro. But like, you know, like, I mean, and he tries making music. It's just ass. It just sucks.
So
I might be a hater, but like, I don't know. I didn't like how he came off when I met this guy, bro.
Yeah,
He came off.
I mean, some people just don't rock with other people, you know. But so when you don't make your own music. What are you doing? Because I mean, me, obviously, I don't understand what a DJ does.
So
really.
I think there's two types of DJs. Right, you got the hip hop DJ and the EDM DJ. I think producing and making your own music, like, you know, like electronic beats or whatever, that matters more when you're an EDM DJ.
Yeah, I agree.
As a hip hop DJ, all you have to do is literally scratch and have good song selection. You know. Yeah. So they don't really have to worry about making their own music. But as an EDM DJ, bro, and that's what everyone does too, right? Like ever since COVID, everyone wants to be a fucking DJ. It's like the market's so saturated right now to be a DJ. But people like they just, I don't know, they do their thing, you know, and then like they won't make music, but like they'll use other people's music, you know, and like they'll kind of like leverage off that, you know, and they'll just keep building up like that. The thing with that, man, is like that's only gonna take you so far, you know, because everyone can. If you look at it, all EDM DJs are the same. Like we press buttons, you know, we use the same fucking thing that they use. Push levers, you know, turn this dial, you know, whatever. We all do the same fucking shit, right? It's like what makes you different as an artist is what's gonna make you blow up, right? So yeah, like these TikTok DJs, you know, they're not making their own music, but you know, they figured out the TikTok algorithm. They're getting booked for shows, you know, playing other people's music. You know, that's only gonna last for so long because eventually other people are gonna learn that too, right? It's important to if you want to be an EDM DJ, you know, you gotta get producing now. And this is the best advice someone has ever told me when I first got into DJing. He was like, because before I started producing, I was just straight DJ. He told me this. He was like, you're not gonna be anything but an opener if you don't make your own music. So and like I was like, fuck man, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So I picked up FL Studio, Fruity Loops. And then just like learned
Fruity Loops for a little bit.
Yeah,
I used Fruity Loops before. I think it was during COVID too, when I was like bored out of my mind, and I was like, "What can I do?" And I was like,
"Oh yeah, man, Fruity Loops is the way, bro."
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about that because it's so like weird to know that I did that for like.
What'd you try to produce? Like just like hip hop beats?
Yeah.
Just cooking it up.
I don't even think like I bet you like nobody knows that I did that for. Well, I mean, it was a very short time. It was only for like maybe like a month or two. But yeah, I was in Fruity Loops for a while, like, you know, trying to do some stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that none of those files exist because.
Just deleted them.
Yeah,
just getting
bro.
rid of stuff. No, yeah, bro. It's so funny listening to all my old projects when I first started using FL. Like they're all on Snapchat and like at the time I was like, oh, this is so fucking good. And then I'm hearing it today. I'm like, damn, what the
so
fuck?
bad.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Bro,
damn.
That's super funny.
The progression is crazy, bro. The progression is crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's hella funny. So when you talk about the different cultures, what really made you switch over is the people that were a part of the culture, the EDM culture, when you first got into it?
100%. You know, and from a person who used to listen to hip hop all the time, you know, like I never really understood, bro. Like I know that I got into like a lot of fights back then, you know, and like I don't know why I was just such a fucking dumb hothead, bro. And I feel like hip hop really played a big factor in that, you know, because I feel like when you listen to a lot of hip hop songs, it's like, you know, I'm trying to big dog someone, you know, I'm trying to like, you know, step over you, you know, I'm gonna like right. It's like it's very negative. I feel like
I get that.
I
get that.
And like I don't know. I guess like I had that mentality, right? But then like growing up, you know, maturing, you know, you realize like fucking I don't need to do that. You know, I don't need to fucking like belittle someone or like you know like you know try to make them my enemy or whatever. You know, and I feel like EDM and like the culture of that really opened my eyes to being like, you know, it's like here's this hip hop guy, you know, this guy that just listened to hip hop going to a rave for his first time, and these random people are just being nice, taking care of me, you know. And I'm just like, I'm looking at them like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know these people, but they're so fucking nice, you know? They're hella chill. And, like, that's when I feel like I stopped, like, really, like, looking for, like, trouble and, like, started, like, looking towards love, I guess, and, like, rather than, like, anger and hate, you know? So, yeah, I think, like, just pretty much just that whole scene, man, just opening those doors for me and making me realize that, you know, the person next to you isn't your enemy, you know, that's your boy or whatever, you know, always treat people with love, you know, always be nice and shit. And yeah, man, like I just fell in love with that, bro. Like I was just like, yep, this is dope, bro. Like I want to be surrounded by this only.
I feel that.
So yeah.
So when in your early days of getting into music, because you said you wanted to be a rapper, did your other homies like, did they also mainly listen to rap when you were growing up too? Yeah. So when you transitioned into EDM, did your homies transition with you? Did you like talk them into it? Did you have to like change friend groups? Like,
so like I guess with like the artists that I like you used to work with back then, like I don't think they do music anymore. I think they kind of just fell off. With my friend group, at least, you know, I had to show them like, hey, you gotta fucking go raving, like try this shit out, right? Because you're my boys. Yeah. They got into it, you know, and they all like EDM now, you know, and like they're always supporting me too. They're like, you know, like, yo, I like this song, bro, like this shit's crazy. Yeah. Like they'll let me know. So it's like I converted them.
Yeah. So you know? You were the one that like kind of got them into it.
Exactly. Yeah, I converted them, man. But no, yeah, and then I guess like for like I don't know, like. Well, I recently met, you know, with I mentioned him earlier, Danny Ray. He used to be like he used to rap, bro. This man's freaking fire, bro. Like any, like lyrically, like this guy's insane. Like I'll show you some of his music later. And he kind of fell off and like didn't do music for a while. But I met up with him maybe like I think in August, back in the Bay, and he was like, yo, bro, that's dope that you're DJing now, bro. Like that's cool. Like let's make music again, bro. I'm trying to get back into it. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like for sure. You ever thought about doing EDM, right? And he was like, you know, I'd be down, you know, because like you look at a lot of rappers, like they're collabing with a lot of EDM artists. Like Marshmello, I feel like Marshmello kind of like started that movement a little bit. Yeah, you know, like he made like beats for Lil Baby, you know, or like I don't know, some other people.
Just because of his producing skill, like
exactly, yeah, like, and that's the thing too with electronic producers, bro. Like, it's not to like downplay, you know, hip hop producers, but like I feel like EDM producers are better because it's literally just what that artist wants, you know, and it's like carrying that song literally with just beats and shit, you know.
It's just the music side of things. Like you can't fluff it up with lyrics. Exactly. Yeah, you can't hide it with lyrics.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I feel like, you know, that's why Marshmello thrived, was because, you know, he basically, you know, when you learn a DAW, right, you mess with FL. Once you learn that, like how to use everything, right, you know, then you just gotta learn the technical side. Like, okay, let me get the mixing, you know, make sure this kick sounds right, you know, the snare sounds right, you know. And as an EDM artist, bro, you need to learn that right off the bat because like you're carrying a song literally just like that. Yeah. So that's why I feel it was so easy for Marshmello, bro, was because like he can, and like the shit that like even Skrillex too, bro. Yeah. Skrillex, man, like I don't know if you heard any of his songs today,
for sure. I mean, Skrillex, I was listening to Skrillex in high school too a little bit. I will admit that I was listening to a few of his songs before in high school, and he was the only person that I knew in EDM, like the single only person, like even because Skrillex was even before Marshmello, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So he is the face of EDM for me personally.
He's definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I think.
I think now it might be Marshmello.
I would still consider like, so I would think it's like Skrillex, Tiesto. I don't want to put Zed up there, but I feel like Zed like does belong up there. And Martin Garrix. I think
I've heard of Martin Garrix before.
I feel
so you don't think Marshmello's on the Mount Rushmore?
Nah, it's like I feel like it really like for I guess my opinion with the Mount Rushmore is like who really influenced EDM, a lot, and just like Martin Garrix too, man. You ever heard of his story, bro?
No.
Dude, he got signed when he was like 16 years old to like Spinning Records or whatever, and he made Animals. That song, bro. He made that in 4 hours.
Damn.
And it changed his fucking life, dude.
That's crazy.
It
4 hours?
4 hours, and it changed his fucking life, man. He was headlining at 17 years old, bro, at like these different music festivals.
That's crazy.
Going just absolute insane, man. And it's like, he really, and there's a documentary on this called like Where We Started or something. I think it's on Netflix or whatever. But I was watching it, man, and like he really put young kids on the map for being a DJ. Because back then it was like, you like Tiesto, right? Like older heads, older DJs, and you got this young kid here fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah.
And I would consider him up there, just because he's a trendsetter. Skrillex too, man, because he didn't give a fuck back then. He made whatever the fuck he wanted and did it. And like today, he's at the best glow up. Like not like even like looks wise, bro. That fool looks like pretty attractive. Bro. He's pretty handsome. I know, no cap. But like his music too, man, is like it's still Skrillex, but it's like a modern day take on it. And like I don't know, man. It's just like you gotta listen to something like Batters, bro. There's a song called Batters that he made, bro. That shit goes so crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So Skrillex, bro, definitely like he's influenced the game a lot, which is why I'll put him up there.
Yeah.
And then Tiesto, just because like he's just been in the game for so long, and then he stays relevant somehow, which is crazy. But I don't like, bro. With Zed, bro, I don't know. I saw something about Zed, so I don't really like him.
Is it more as a person or his music?
As an artist, like he doesn't give credit to some artists. It was some like vocalist that he didn't give credit for or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just like that's fucked up, especially when you have that big of a name. Like you should be using your name to put on people, not like, elevate yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like this is why I like Skrillex better, is because Skrillex will put like literally a song, bro, that he has with like other people. He will put their names first, like here, right here. Look, like this one he just dropped, right? He put Flood and Lil Baby first,
and Skrillex,
right?
Yeah, but
put him
it's
last.
actually Skrillex's song.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Skrillex. Yeah, Skrillex like made the beat and shit. And then I don't know, there's like other shit, but that's why I respect him. Is like he's putting people, like even this one too. This one was the song, "Some of Your Batters." He put other artists on first before himself,
Yeah.
And like it's like that's the thing, bro. In this industry, man, is like you can't be selfish. You can't have an ego,
Yeah.
And it's like people really just like I don't know. I guess the people I met down here, they're always like say like, "Oh, Kyle, you're so genuine. You're so dope, right? You're not superficial." And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, like I don't know, like what do you mean, right?" And then like living down here more, it's like people are like that.
Yeah, you realize why you stand out for that reason. Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know, like living in the Bay, bro. It's like we never were about like that. We were about just if you vibed with someone and you fucked with them, like that was it. Like we never really had to worry about followers or like anything like your social media or anything like that. Which is crazy too. That was a big cultural change when I moved down here. I was like, oh shit, like social media does matter down here.
Yeah. Do you feel like it was because when you were younger, social media didn't matter as much, comparing like as you got older it started to matter, or you think it's from the Bay to LA? Basically my question is, do you think it's like the reason why you felt like social media was more important, do you think it's because of time? Because obviously social media got more important over time, right?
Yeah,
do you think
100%.
that is more of the reason, or do you think it really is because of your move from the Bay to LA?
I think the first one, like over time, yeah.
Yeah, you think it's more so just the time?
Yeah, exactly. Because like, you know, as a, like, I see people always like, oh, I go on a social media cleanse, you know, or like, you know, I deleted Instagram, you know, like they say that, you know, and I envy those people. Like, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
But as a DJ, bro, like, I gotta fucking
like my job, bro.
I gotta suck it up and I gotta fucking just do it, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like definitely, you know, over time, like, yeah, and then, you know, I gotta stay present, you know. I gotta be present on social media, let people know what I'm doing, you know, let them know I'm still here. So yeah, man, definitely time, man. But like, I feel like moving to LA did bring more light into it for me. That like, hey, like social media matters, you know. I think that's pretty much like the what I've noticed from the Bay in LA. Yeah,
so I know that multiple times throughout this conversation you've mentioned like ego as a big thing in your industry. Like, what do you think is some of the struggle points that you've had to face as you started to grow as a DJ?
Like, just in general, like
just in general, anything really that you feel like you've been struggling with in your career, more so like for anybody that wants to be a DJ to kind of like shine light on a problem that they may not see coming, or I don't know, anything.
Honestly, I know I mentioned ego, bro. Yeah. I am guilty, bro. I have a fucking ego because I fucking don't like going to other people's events if it's not my boys or something, you know, or if it's like I don't know, like if I can't go clubbing anymore like regularly. Because I'll fucking just be judging the DJ. Yeah. I'll just be judging the DJ, you know? And, like, I don't know. Like, I gotta drop that, you know? That's a big thing.
Just like you said, just be in the moment. Just be present.
Be present, you know? And just, like, not have, like, this, like, oh, I'm a DJ too, you know, or whatever. And, like, I don't know. I hate paying a cover, bro, to the clubs.
I feel that.
I hate that shit.
But, and you know, if you go to your boy's show, you're not gonna have to pay.
I'm gonna get in easy, right? But that might be the fucking ego talking. Right? So it's like, definitely be aware of that, man. The ego's a big thing, man. Like, just be humble, you know. Like, you know, I'm a big Juice WRLD fan, bro. You know, rocking the shirt. But he had a tattoo on him, no vanity, bro. And basically it means you know, to not have an ego. Yeah. And just be humble. So I think that's a big thing is just be humble, man. The DJs that I've met, you know, like so far in my career, you know, and it's important to look at, like, cause okay, you gotta network. You have to network 100%, right? But you can tell superficial people when they're just like, how did you get this gig? You know, like, who do I need to talk to? Right? Like, you can
tell like who's just trying to use you to, like, you know,
elevate, right? And it's like, bro, I had this fucking guy DM me randomly, right? And I was down to help him, right? He DM'd me randomly. He was like, yo, how did you get put on this show, man? And I was like, yo, bro, like, to be honest, man, like, I was just networking, you know. I met with I got lucky, and, you know, somehow my sister-in-law's boyfriend's brother, you know, he's running the events, and, you know, he asked me to get on. So he's like, oh, okay, like, that's so dope, man, that's so dope. Anyway, bro, here's my electronic press kit, bro. Like, if you know any shows, like, can you, like, just put me on? I'm just like motherfucker didn't even try to establish a connection. I know. Funniest thing later is 3 days later he unfollows me.
Oh my gosh. Right?
Fucking lame, bro.
Yeah. Like, you can just read off the bat. Like, the only reason he opened with the, hey, how did you get on this thing, is just to have, like, some fake connection, and then, you know, try to slip in his, like, little kit or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. That shit was like, that shit had me like, and honestly, like, you know, I get it, you know, if you're trying to make it as a DJ, bro, I get that, like, you want to play, you know, you want to, like, get there, because I'm guilty of that too, bro. Like, when I first, like, moved down here, like, I would go to, like, you know, people's events, and then just straight up, like, I didn't know how to ask them. I'll just be like, oh, how'd you get on this? Like, you know, like, oh, do you know, like, who the promoter is? Like, can I talk to them? And, like, looking at that shit now, like, this shit's so fucking cringe, bro. Like, I'm just like, I wish I didn't do that, because, you know, I deal with that now, you know. People ask me, like, oh, like, how did you get on this, right? Yeah. I won't be a dick and be like, you know, just like, don't talk to me. I'll you know, hit me up on IG, bro. Let's connect. You know, let's talk, you know. Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing, bro, is like just seeing it more as a friendship than a business transaction.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So
that's actually something that I found out about too for this whole podcast reason, right? Because I was looking up like, oh, how do you grow? Like, how do you get bigger? And I found this one page. Long story short, he talked about the exact same thing. He said one way to grow is not only connect with other podcasters who are in the same niche as you or on the same level as you, like lower viewership or medium viewership, wherever you're at, but also engage in the communities that people have already built that are similar to you. So like, for example, let's say my podcast was about sports. I would look at big sports podcasters and be in that community, because when you're around those type of people, obviously they want to talk about the same things with you.
Yeah.
But the big thing he said is exactly what you're saying. When you join these communities, when you be a part of these communities, don't view it as, I'm going to be in this community because I need to build my podcast. So I'm going to, like, you know, be in the communities, be present, be like an active participant, and really exactly what you said, try to grow connections, grow friendships, and focus more on that, like building relationships, than trying to build partnerships or business, like you know, associates, because those relationships and the connections that you build with those people will be way stronger and way more beneficial than the small conversations of like, hey, how can I benefit you and how can you benefit me, and then we benefit each other and then we split off, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, bro.
So it's literally the exact same thing in your industry and with this thing too, is the building of relationships and real genuine networking. And I think like that phrase too, networking, kind of has like a negative connotation.
Yeah.
Networking, I feel like it just makes it so business like, and it's just so like, oh, I'm only talking to you to network so that we can have that connection in our back pocket.
Yeah.
But exactly what you said, like when you build those genuine connections and you actually get to know people more will come out of it than when you just have those business
Exactly, man. Like, so shout out my boy Steven, bro. His name is House of Panda.
Yeah.
When I first got into DJing, bro, I heard one of his songs and I used it in my mix, and he actually, you know, liked the mix and, you know, reposted it or whatever. And I hit him up on Instagram and I was like, bro, like, thank you for listening to the mix, bro. Like, I really love your music, right? It's back in like 2018, whatever, 2019. He's like, yo, man, like, dope shit, bro. Like, yeah, like, I love how you use my song in your mix, bro. That shit was dope. No. Followed each other, you know? And this is a fairly big DJ, right? Anyways, you know, I started DMing him, you know, like, you know, back and forth or whatever, like throughout the years. And I actually got to interview him for my class at Fullerton, and I saw him face to face for the first time, you know, on Skype or no, Zoom, and chopped it up with him, you know, asked him for advice on like how to get jump started in the music industry, right? And we were just chopping it up, you know. He gave me all this advice and everything, and you know, fucking after that, man, he gave me his phone number. He's like, yo, hit me up anytime, bro. Like, it's cool. I actually met him earlier this year for the first time in person. He went to he had a show in San Francisco, and I was playing in San Jose the night before, and he flew in. So I was like, yo, bro, like, you should come, like, you know, come to my show, bro. Like, would love to meet you in person, man. And you know, he fucking did. He pulled up, bro. I met him in person, man.
That's dope.
Steven, bro, you're a dope ass guy, bro. He signed my my first official remix, Bang Bang. He signed that, and then we got another song that he signed to his label, Give Me That, with my boy Home by Don. So that just goes to show you, bro, like, don't, like, I guess, like, this goes out for anyone trying to be a DJ or like an artist or whatever. Like, don't be afraid to like reach out to someone, bro, because you never know like what it is, you know. Like, because if I never reached out to, like, you know, Steven after he, like, you know, retweeted in like my mix, right? Like, I probably wouldn't have talked to him. But then, you know, fucking, I just was like, I'm gonna let him know, you know, that I'm here, you know, and like, I've like, thank you for that, means a lot, you know. And no, yeah, man, like, pretty much, bro, I kind of see Steven as my mentor, man. Like, dope ass guy, bro. He's just so genuine. Always gives me feedback on everything, bro. Yeah, and that's what you were saying, man, like earlier, like how it's more than network now, right? Because I never even saw it as like, at the beginning, I never even saw it like I'm networking with this guy, right? I just wanted to reach out to thank him, right? And I really just focused on the friendship aspect of it, right? And fuck, he put me on, bro. He was just like, yo, like, I'll sign your tracks, bro. Like, I'll send it to my label. So shout out Steven, bro. Fucking love you, bro. We're gonna turn up soon. We're gonna turn up soon when you're back in LA.
Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when you make friends are way more willing to help out other friends. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like just knowing the person that you are, like I already know that interaction in the beginning of you just being like, hey, thanks for, you know, like liking my stuff or retweeting my stuff, like that was from a genuine place. And I think especially with people who have been in the business for a long time, like I don't know how long Steven has been in the business or how many other DJs he's interacted with, but when you talk to somebody who has been in a certain industry for a long time and has made their way up, you know that those guys have been approached and talked to a lot of other guys who are trying to get to their place, right?
Exactly.
For example, like I bet you, I'm just putting it in my perspective, right? So like I bet you Gordon Ramsay has talked to a bunch of cooks who have tried to reach out to him and like had that mentality of like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot my shot, I'm just gonna, you know, reach out and stuff like that, and came from a place of I'm just gonna, you know, just try to stick my foot in the door and more business stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're at that level and people start coming to you like, hey, help me out, you can tell like who's being genuine and who's not being genuine. You can tell who's really just trying to boost themselves and who compared to who's trying to, you know, genuinely say thanks or genuinely make a connection.
Right.
You just kind of have that instinct because so many people have reached out to you. So I think that's what I'm saying, like knowing the kind of person that you are and that interaction that you had with Steven in the beginning, like I already know like that Steven could tell with your interaction, like, oh, this guy's being genuine, this guy just really wants to say thanks, like so yeah, again, just to reiterate the importance of like being genuine in your interactions with other people. And I always kind of plug the whole purpose of this podcast just to remind people that are listening, like that's the whole point of this really, is to show the importance of genuine connection and interest in another person. Like you don't know what can come out of a real, genuine, deep conversation with 100%. Another person. That's more than just what can you do to benefit me.
Exactly.
And you know, stuff. So yeah, that's I'm glad that you brought that up and were able to show how that has been like a big thing in your life.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then, dude, that's why I studied communications.
Yeah.
In college, was because I always thought it was interesting how, you know, and I've been told you know, I'm pretty easygoing, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And like how I can establish connections with people, and I always found that very interesting. So that's why I want to study, you know, human communication, and it's just fascinating, bro. Like literally, we're just put on this earth, bro, to interact with one another, you know, and it's like. Again, this falls back to what I was saying earlier of how to stop seeing people as an enemy and more of a friend, you know? And that's what, you know, learning about emotional intelligence, all that stuff, like, that's a lot, bro. So, yeah, I'm glad I've connected with you too, bro.
Shit. That was like that's a crazy story too. I'll just go over it really quickly for those people that don't know. So, the story behind that is actually crazy. I don't even know how to tell it for it to make sense. So, one of Daph and my friends from college is friends with him and his girlfriend. Like, you and Cass knew Kalista from high school, right? Cass and Kalista were close in high school, right?
Yeah, I knew Kalista since middle school.
Oh, from middle school. Wait, is Kalista your friend?
Yeah,
or more Cass friend?
We started as friends, and then now she's more Cass's friend, you know. But me and Kalista, you know, always been tight.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys have always been tight since middle school, right? And then Daph and I met Kalista in college, and then Daph and Kalista got really tight, and I'm tight with Mikey, who is now her husband, which is nuts. But yeah, and also congrats for you and Cass. You guys are engaged too. Congrats to you guys. But so yeah, so that is kind of like the triangle, and then at Mikey and Kalista's wedding, Daph and Cass were bridesmaids, and then you guys lived in Long Beach at the same time. Daph was living in Long Beach, so they kind of carpooled there, and then during their conversation, they're like, "Oh, we actually are really cool friends and stuff like that." And then when they met up, they were like, "Oh, Marcus and Kyle can do some errands for us for the wedding and stuff." So then we had conversations in the car, and then we clicked, you know, really easily. So just to see like how that web kind of worked together for this to be happening right now is really,
that's insane.
It's really nutty, really.
That's wild, bro.
And I think just to see like how many things had to like line up for this to happen right now. It's obviously super purposeful and yeah, super purposeful and meaningful, even just for like the conversations that we have now. So yeah, it's dope that we're able to connect in that way. For sure.
Bro. And shit happens for a reason, bro.
Hell yeah.
Right? That's
Hell
crazy,
yeah, definitely.
That's crazy, bro. No, yeah, that's dope. And like, you know, I was talking to some people last night at the party too. Like, I always will be chill, you know? And it's like, if someone isn't giving me the same energy, then I'm like, all right, I can't fuck with this guy, you know? Yeah. But, you know, Marcus, bro, 100%, like, I'm going to be an open book for this guy. And he just gave the same energy back. I'm like, okay, no, I vibe with you, you know? You feel me? So,
yeah,
that's how it worked out, man.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, it's kind of crazy that when we were out running errands and we were driving around, it wasn't even for that long. But we actually got into some deep conversations, very, very quickly.
In. Yeah. No, yeah, dude. That's I just like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just like I like showing like, you know, people who I really am, you know?
Yeah.
And just like seeing how they react to it, you know? And, you know, some people like it, some people don't, you know? And some people that don't like it, I don't fuck with them, you know?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it really just is like, you know, I'll put the ball in the other person's court, you know? I'm sure you do the same thing too, right? Yeah. So it's like, whatever energy you get, you know, or you give, that's what you want to get.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah, bro, I'm glad that we met, bro. Like, for real, like, I see you're my boy now, bro, 100%.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad that worked out, bro.
Yeah, I'm always interested in people because when I feel like when you meet people, there's kind of like the best way I can describe it is kind of like this like business card version of yourself of like, oh, here are the main big important parts of myself. Like, oh, my name's Kyle, I grew up in the Bay, I'm a DJ, right? But like, obviously there's so much more to like your story and everybody else's story. Like for all the people that I've had on the show, it's really like, I know this image of what you kind of like show for other people and what other people have gotten from you. But I know that there's more to you that maybe you want to share or that can help other people. So that's really like the interesting part is like, I know you're a DJ, right? And it's nice and fun to ask you all these DJ questions because I like to learn, you know, and I'm interested in that side of what you do because I would have never known it otherwise if I didn't have you as a DJ friend, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously there's a lot more to you than just like, oh, I make mixes and make music, right? Like buttons. There's like there's like a deeper side to like why you are the way that you are and why you do what you do. So that's like the interesting part of it all and what I'm interested in. So yeah, definitely.
100%, man. Damn.
Cool. So I am still interested in like, I don't know where kind of like to take this conversation a little bit. Do you have anything that you wanted to share about your kind of DJ path or whatever that you really feel like, oh, I want to talk about that or not really?
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just being, you know, finally being versed in this industry now, you know? Like, it's just like it's still also surreal to me, bro. Like I know I'm not playing fucking like festivals yet, you know, but like the fact that I'm even playing clubs, that's like holy shit. Like I'm making this shit happen, which is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
And like no, yeah, man. I want to keep going, bro. I gotta keep going, man. Like my boy Hansi, bro. He's the one that made this logo. My logo for me is my exclamation mark. I don't know if you can see that. But, no, yeah. My boy Hansi, bro, he passed away. I think it was like August or something, man. It was
of this year?
This year.
Damn, bro. That's like pretty recent, damn.
Yeah, so he started graphic design when I started being a DJ. He made my logo. No one's ever touching that fucking logo, by the way. No one's touching it now, you know, because that's what he made. So got that shit tatted on me, man. And like it's a reminder to keep, you know, just doing what I want to do, you know, because I know Hansi wouldn't want me to stop, bro. Like, and it's sad, bro. Like, you know, he actually never really got to see me play.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. But you know, and then fucking Cass, bro. Cass says like he's gonna see every show now, and that shit hit the heart, bro. Yeah, bro. But hey, you know, love you, Hansi, bro. I miss you, man. Fucking keep going for him, bro. No, yeah, but it's also surreal, bro. Like, I just gotta keep going, bro. Like, I think definitely the end goal is to do this full time, you know? Like, because fucking dude, I cannot see myself living a 9 to 5 for the rest of my fucking life, bro. I cannot see, like, that's what the world, society wants you to do, you know? Like, I can't do that. Let me break the simulation. Like, fuck, man. Like, I was talking about this last night too at the party. Like, it's important to have passions, you know, and important to, you know, have interest in things other than your 9 to 5, you know? And basically just, you can't be a bot, you know, in this world. Like, there's a lot of NPCs everywhere, bro, that just want to, like, fall into the simulation, you know, just do that shit, you know? But it's like, if you're not waking up every day, you know, like, motivated to do something, man, then, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're being a bot, right? Like, you gotta, like, work towards something, do something, right? Like, I know with you, bro, like, you want to be, you know, a chef, right? Eventually, right? And then you're doing this podcast shit too, which is dope, right? Keeps you going, keeps you motivated, right? And that's what makes us stand out, you know, from other people. And that, like, when I say other people, I mean, like, fucking people that just, like, want to work for a big corporation or whatever. But if that's your passion, bro, like, don't fucking get me wrong, right? You know, again, it's subjective, right? That's what you want to do.
Let's make that clear too.
Like, do what you want to do.
Everybody has their path, you know. Everybody has the thing that, like, not gets them going, but, like, that drives them and pushes them and gives them purpose, right? Because I think what I've started to learn too, I was reading this book called, I think it was called Ikigai, and it's a Japanese word. I think I forgot, because it was, like, one of the first books that I started reading. But the book is basically about finding your life's purpose. And one of the things that they talked about in that book is how Japanese people are really content working that 9 to 5, working just a regular schmegular job, and their drive and their passion and their purpose in life isn't their job, but it's providing for their family and giving a good living standard for their family. And if that job accomplishes that passion of providing for their family, then they feel fulfilled in life. You know, so that is kind of like the different perspective of it, because I think there are a lot of people too nowadays, like, that is a big narrative that's being pushed. It's like 9 to 5 suck. Nobody should be working 9 to 5. If you're working 9 to 5, you know, whatever, blah, blah, right? But it's really like, you got to look at why you're doing what you're doing. That's always the big question. Why, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like maybe not everybody's passion is in what they do as their career and as their job. You know, maybe their passion lies somewhere else. But as long as you're searching for that why, I've talked about that so many times. That's the most important thing, really, is like, why are you doing what you're doing? Because if you can't answer that question, then that's when you're the NPC. That's when you're the bot. Is when you're doing things and you have no idea why you're doing them. Like, they don't serve any purpose. You're just doing them because somebody else is telling you, or you're doing them because of whatever. Like, if it doesn't serve a purpose, then that's when it's like, okay, yeah, what are you doing? You need to change it up. You need to shake it up. But even if you're living that mundane, you know, or what other people may see as mundane, like, oh, I wake up, I go to work, I eat dinner, and then I go to sleep and do that over and over again, but that you have a why for that, you have a purpose for that, then that's good enough. You're serving your life's purpose. You're doing what needs to be done, you know.
100%.
So I think, yes, it is super important to find a passion and purpose in life, but that, for everybody, you know, that's not, being an entrepreneur is not like that for everybody, you know. But
100%.
Yeah,
building off of that, man, like, you know, being, you know, I'm sure we're both born middle class, right? Like, you know, working class. Yeah, that's like, I know I can speak in, you know, in the DJ community. If you want to make it as a DJ, bro, you gotta either be born fucking rich or, like, you gotta work your ass off, right, to fucking be comfortable as a DJ, you know. And it's like, you know, all these fucking people that are rich, bro, like, they can just hop in and DJ, right? Yeah. Like, that's looking at that'd be so cool. Yeah. But, you know, but fucking, I know my story's different. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So gotta lock in, bro. That's why I'm working that 9 to 5, bro. You know, I gotta lock in every fucking. And I guess that's what, like, Another thing too, you know, because I'll complain to Cass, I'll be like, fuck, you know, work's so stressful, like, right? She'll let me know, she's like, you know, you're more than your 9 to 5, you know that, right? Like, you're not just doing that work just to, you know, get a check, you know, you're doing it, you know, because you have to, like, you want to take off in DJing, you want to take that shit off, right? So she lets me know, like, you know, just remember that you're more than your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, man, also, I didn't mean to shit on anyone working 9 to 5s, you know, like, trust me, I don't mean, like, you know, I don't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Again, you know, whatever you're passionate about, bro, you know, like, whatever anyone's passionate about, just, you know, go off in that, you know, be the best, you know, person you can, whatever you do, you know, just go hard 100% all the time.
Yeah.
Because even though I don't like my job, bro, I give it my 110%. Like, fucking, I'll show you how good I really am at that, you know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, just go hard, bro. Go hard in life.
Yeah, I literally talked about that on the last episode. For me, is like, that's one of the biggest things in my life that I talked about, that I learned from my dad. Like, if you're going to do something in life, just give it your 100%. Like, you're just shortchanging yourself. You're wasting your own time if you're not giving it your 100%. Because if you don't give it your 100%, you don't give yourself the opportunity to learn from it. You only learn from things that you give your all. You know,
exactly.
Because if you shortchange yourself, if you don't put your 100% into something, right, and whatever comes out of it, you're like, well, I don't know, because I didn't even really try. But if you tried, you're like, okay, I tried, but I fell short here, or I tried and this worked out, and you know, and you can learn and you can grow from it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's super important to give your 100%, everything you do. It's really like, yeah, if you have to do something, give it your 100%.
Yeah.
And that's how you grow.
It's like, why half-ass it,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's not the way to go.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Just go hard in life. Go hard.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Be the main character. Be the main character.
In your own,
Always
be the main character in your own story, bro. Answer those whys.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
All right. So, one of the last questions that I have for you, again, if you have anything else, feel free to just stop me. But one of the last questions that I have for you, actually, last 2 questions that I try to put this in every episode because I feel like they have really good answers. The first one is, and I think we know the answer, but if you have a different answer, then you can give that one too, because sometimes I get surprised. But if you can have any job in the entire world, money didn't matter, no judgment from anybody mattered, any job in the entire world, what job would that be?
I would love to own a car dealership.
Are you for real?
No, I'm just joking.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I have been surprised before. Like, there are people that, because I forgot who it was, but I've had somebody on here who was like, yeah, I'm really passionate about XYZ. I really enjoy what I'm doing in my life, and you know, blah blah blah. And they've done a bunch of things. And it was my homie Josh on, like, I think it was like the first episode or second episode.
Yeah.
And he's done a bunch of things. Like, he's really into fashion. He was into powerlifting and stuff, and he's done a lot of different things in his life. And then I asked him this question, like, what would you want to do if there's any job? And he's like, yeah, I would want to open a cat cafe. It's like, that's so random. It's so random. But like, obviously there was a why to it. Like, there was a purpose and a reason for it. Yeah. But that's why sometimes, I don't know, I get surprised. But
definitely, like, I think definitely, you know, like, if it wasn't DJing, bro, like, I feel like acting would have been cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Acting would have been cool. Yeah, man. I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I'm really big on arts. You know, like, I can't even think about, like, if there was anything else I'd want to do. You know, I would say either, you know, if I wasn't DJing, acting, just, you know, well versed in that, you know, area of art. Yeah. That would be pretty sick. Hopefully one day I can do a cameo, bro. One day. Yeah. There's a movie called We Are Your Friends. Zac Efron. Do you see that movie? It's a movie about Zac Efron trying to be a DJ, right? And it's cool because, like, you see all these big DJs make cameos in that movie. And, like, it's like Dylan. You know who Dylan Francis is by any chance? Nah. Dylan Francis, he's a DJ, bro. He's hella funny, bro. Like, he makes a cameo in that. And, like, I think also, what's that one guy's name? I can't even think. There's another DJ in there. Yeah. But it's pretty funny. They just make cameos, you know, and it's like, oh shit, like, I would want to do that one day. Like, that'd be kind of cool. That's hella funny. Yeah. See, that's pretty, I forgot about that, the whole acting thing.
All right, cool. So the last question that I have for you to kind of like wrap this all up is, what do you think is one thing in your life that has changed the outcome of your life? So it can be a person, it can be like a saying that you live by, it can be like a moment in your life, like a story, or like a certain habit that you always do. But like, what is one thing that you've seen that's happened for you that has greatly like changed who you are?
Cassidy, 100%. Cass, like, fuck, man, I love her, man. She just pushed me. She pushes me every day to be the best version of myself, you know. And like, no, yeah, it's like she keeps me in check a lot. You know, I tend to wild out.
Yeah.
She'll keep me in check. You know, keep me grounded, and like, I'm so fortunate to have her, bro. Like, she's so supportive of like what I want to do, and it's like, honestly, I wouldn't be like where I am today without her. You know, like, it's honestly all the people going to my shows, bro. That's all her and her friends.
Yeah.
That's all her and her friends, bro, that are like buying tickets, you know, showing up for me. She's like, you know, texting her group chat, like all her friends, like, oh, come see, you know, Kyle play, like, da-da-da-da, you know. So like, Cass, like, she really means a lot to me. She changed my life for the better, you know. Yeah. That's why I wifed it up. You know? That's why
hey, you had to, bro.
before, you know, I had to do it fast, you know, before I got too ugly. So I had to do the
before I lost all my money and my hair and my
right.
I'm just kidding.
Put on like 50 more pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm so fortunate to have Cass, bro. Like, she keeps me grounded, man, and like, she changed my life for the better, and you know, she's so great around my family. And bro, it's like she's everything I ever wanted, bro. Like, you know, it's crazy. Like, and I'm not bullshitting you, bro. Like, in middle school, bro, I said my dream girl had to be Filipino. Mm-hmm. She had to be smart. She had to play basketball.
Damn.
Right?
That's like a small percentage of
right now.
girls.
It's going down now.
You were like, oh, Filipino, you know, smart, then like basketball,
you know, and then fucking like, you know, like Warriors fan, obviously, you know, from the Bay or whatever. But it was like, you know, she fucking checked everything off that, like, you know, off that dream girl shit. And like, you know, when I saw her, you know, freshman year, I was just like, fuck, like, I need like, excuse me, miss. Sorry from across the room.
Pull out your little notepad. You're like, what race are you? Check. What sports do you like to play? Basketball? Check.
What's funny is she fucking, when I met her, bro, and I first of all, when I first met her, I got her number. You feel me? Because that's what we do. Like, that's what we do.
All right.
Well, anyways, so she gave me her number, bro. She lied to me.
Damn.
And she said,
Damn.
She said she plays soccer.
Damn.
And her emoji, bro, literally to this day, she chose her emojis from when
It's
I
a
first
soccer
met her.
ball.
She put a soccer ball there instead of basketball.
That's hella funny.
But
remind you guys of your roots.
No, yeah, for real. No, yeah, but yeah, fucking. Don't ever give up, guys. Don't ever fucking give up, because I was persistent all throughout high school, bro, and I was just like trying to get at her and everything, and like, no, yeah, when I stopped trying, that's when she started trying.
You gotta play hard to get sometimes,
exactly,
man.
You know,
it works.
That's the secret
sometimes
sauce.
It works.
But no, yeah, Cass, definitely shout out my baby girl, shout out my fiance.
Fiance is crazy, bro.
Nah,
That's tough.
But I wouldn't be, you know, she's definitely changed my life for the better. So without her, wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Damn, W fiance and W fiance for you for the no hezzy answer, bro. That was like on the spot, like bam, like has to be Cass.
It's Cass, bro, 100%.
Damn, that's hella dope.
100%.
That's hella cool. Well, I think that's all I got, bro. Any last words from you?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Any last words? No,
no, man. Thank you for having me on, bro.
Yeah.
Such a dope time, bro. You know, always love chopping it up with you, man. Definitely gotta tap in more.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
we got a link before you go back to the Bay.
No, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's gonna come up, fucking, bro. It's already almost November, which is crazy, bro.
Yeah. When again? June?
End of June, I think, is when.
That's not even a year, bro. That's less than a year.
Shit, because you know what's funny is I'll be like, yeah, we're moving out in a year. Like, I'll say that in June. I'll say that, so I've just been saying that. Like, yeah, we're moving out in a year. I'm like, oh fuck, wait, that's coming up fast.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
That's what, like 8 months.
Holy
7
shit,
months,
bro. See,
what is it? October now?
It's October. It's already November though. Like,
yeah. So basically, it's about to be November next week. So you have November, December, and then 6 months. So 8 months.
See, and honestly, I hope it gets delayed because I'm
You're
feeling my
not
time's not done here
yeah,
yet.
you're not ready.
No, yeah, man. Fucking, we'll definitely make something happen.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely want to get you on the Outliers
Hell yeah,
podcast
bro.
that we do.
Hit me up for sure.
So y'all will see that soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a DJ. I don't make music or anything.
No, but
like
you're an artist. You're an artist, and you because we've had actresses on. Fuck, I'm sure we've had other people, but like we're mostly like we're trying to get more.
I'm just a person, bro.
You're bro. You want to be a chef though, which is dope.
Yeah, I do enjoy that.
Yeah. So let's tap in about that.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Let me know.
But no, yeah, bro. Again, thank you for having me, bro. Shit was dope. Fuck with it. I didn't even realize it was a fucking hour and 40 minutes, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, conversations be flowing easy sometimes, especially when we chop it up. I mean, we haven't talked in a cool minute, so there was a lot to catch up on.
Yeah. Do you know when this would release?
So usually, I'm gonna say Wednesday.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Yeah, it's a good turnaround.
November 30th, guys, I got a single drop in.
Yeah, no, for real, plug yourself.
November 30th, bro, we got a single with my boy Home by Don called "Give Me That," dropping on Speedhouse Movement, November 30th. So keep that in your calendars. You know. Also, if
was that a show or is that a?
It's a song.
It's a song gonna be dropping on
the November 30th.
Where can we
on
listen
Speedhouse Movement?
What is
the record
that?
label.
Oh.
Record label, yeah.
Can we listen on like Spotify or?
It's gonna be on all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms.
So tap in with that, download it, give us some money.
Hell yeah.
Give us the 30 cents.
I gotta listen to that.
2 cents a stream. And then anyone in the Bay playing a show on the 4th next Saturday. So, or I guess it's gonna be this Saturday coming up. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. This Saturday coming up, November 4th in the Bay Area, Kyree. Check out that show if you're in the area.
We're going to be with 2HF, bro. That's going to be me and my boys playing, and then my boy Evan headlining, bro. So
Fire.
Check it out.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Thank you again for having me, bro. Shit was dope.
Appreciate it.
Fuck with it, man.